Welcome to the tank, ladies and gentlemen. I'm NimonTank. This is Big Buddha. Together we create the NimonTank.
Thanks for
It's a
diving in with
place.
us.
It's a place that we can just talk about anything we want to. If you have ideas, throw it down in the chat. Communicate with us. Let us know. And we would love to bring up your topics. We talk about politics. We talk about life, relationships, whatever the fuck we want, and whatever the fuck you want. All right. So jump in the tank. Water feels
Hell yeah, let's
fine.
make this a fucking conversation, y'all.
And the greatest thing about Big Boot and I, as our friendship has grown from years and years of just difficult times, easy times, is that we can always have a discussion and agree to disagree. And
Oh
in
yeah.
today's climate, I truly believe that it is one of the most awkward conversations you could have with a loved one. But that's why we're here. We're here to have that conversation and make it easy and not awkward. We
Oh
may
yeah,
not
dive a
agree.
little deeper into the shit that people don't want to talk about because there's no point. If you truly want to understand someone, you can't bring your feelings and your own thoughts into it. You got to think about it objectively, and I'm hoping that that's what we bring to the table.
Is two different views. Even if we agree, you're going to see this a lot. But we'll play something called Devil's Advocate, where I agree with Big Buddha, but I'm going to see the other side of it and
Yep,
still
I'm
have the
gonna argue
conversation.
otherwise. Yep.
And I think that's healthy. That nothing is perfect, nothing is 10 out of 10. There's always a discussion to be had.
Real quick, I would love to hear if anyone that watches this, if you have those kinds of conversations with your friends, if you have those open conversations where you can play devil's advocate without being attacked, throw that in the comments. What are some conversations that you've had like that?
We do that all the time. It's why Big Buddha is one of my best friends in my entire life because we
My
can
brother.
agree to disagree. And like I said, in today's climate, I don't think that's a real thing. It's either you're right, you're left, you're majority that side. It doesn't fucking matter because nothing is perfect. Nothing is a 10.
No one's gonna agree with you on every single thing that you think. Guaranteed.
And for that, should it be on a 10 scale or should it be on a 0? Because nothing is 0. So should it be on a point zero
Oh,
0.01 to a 9.99 scale instead?
oh my
So,
God. Wait, real quick. Anybody watching, weigh in on this, please. So you know how I was talking about the Chat GPT, looking at things that I could say at the beginning, because as
all
like a
right, so
little
let me
tagline.
give you a little background. Big Boot and I use ChatGPT for a lot of different things, for work and just for fun. But he was looking for like hooks for us because we're still
I
very
want to see,
young.
yeah, I want to hear like what's a good kind of opener that I'm doing through ChatGPT. I've just made it do a whole bunch of different ones because I want to hear something that I wouldn't think of, something that's a little out of the box from my mindset at least. But I like this one. Think fast, dig deep, and don't forget your floaties. This is NimonTank. I like the deep dive deep, but I want to change the rest of that.
All right, well, so do you want to put it up to a poll? Like, write that down.
Ooh,
We'll put it up to a poll. People can vote on it. We can get some interaction.
I like that. I like that a lot.
All right. Do you want me to write it down or do you want to write it down?
I already have it copied. I'm about to put it in your thing.
Oh, word. In my thing.
Damn right.
This is where we need the Poising soundboard.
That's
For
when you hear
background,
the yeah.
for background, Poisine is something that Big Buddha and his buddy, if you are an avid listener to the
Oh
podcast,
my
we
God.
did a podcast about the worst trip to AC. Atlantic City, if you don't know, Atlantic City, New
That's a fun
Jersey.
story.
It's a
That's a
fun
fun.
story.
No, it's fun. It was atrocious at the time. It was heartbreaking at the time, but a fun story to look back on.
So he started this group called Poisine with that same guy,
You
Steve-O.
know where it started? Just to be, because I'm going to definitely say poison sign at some point. Okay, it started back in high school during COD days. COD days, there was I would have a block of like an hour, hour and a half after school, where I would be alone at home, so I was able to scream on that mic. Any of you that grew up with COD
No,
knows what those lobbies
shout
used to
out
be.
your user, just so then
My
if they played you, they're
Barbarian
like, oh,
75, baby. Oh, Barbarian 75. That is gamer tag on basically everything. If you played against me and died against me, what'd you expect? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But but yeah, I'd have that hour block where I'd be able to yell at people just like everyone else was yelling, and there was a kid that I really got pissed off because I kept killing him and going, "Damn, son, you got poison. You got poison by my bullet, son. Come on, son, what you got, son?" And that has taken off into Poison Sun, which is now a gang in GTA 5 as well. Put in your applications in the comments, please.
I am a member. Um, it
Oh
is
yeah.
also why our color schemes are the way they are. It is also why if we meet on Discord, you're gonna see that we poison scene through and through.
We Poison, baby. I
we
don't know if they can see my little emblem, but even the emblem that I use was created in Rockstar fucking Gang Creator. A bunch of different little pictures that I put together to make that icon.
and so our friend group then adopted it also. And so they're all in poison.
Hell yeah.
But I don't know if they're really poison.
They're not generals. They're not generals. We'll say that. Not everyone is a general in Poising Sun. Some people are foot soldiers. You feel me?
It's the it's the obvious reason why an organization is strong,
True. True.
right? You need that pyramid of power.
Yep. You need to have the grunt work that you're like, you could be part of it. Just keep on doing useful things.
Make me money, bitch.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. That's yeah.
All right,
And
so
there's the generals where you gotta go to war. That's how it is. You mess with the general, now you're going to war with everyone.
all right, so this is a great segue to the idea of how do you feel about the U.S. in today's climate? As of right now, it is the 28th of June. And oh my god, your Dodge's doing push ups, bro.
My what?
I'm going to
Oh,
show
because
you that clip.
he wants to get out. Give me 2 seconds.
Ooh, cracked.
Go, my good boy. Damn, I should have brought him up to the camera so that everyone could see his magnificence, and then I could show you the twin that I found at the shelter.
Yeah, no, so if people don't know, Big Buddha is one of the biggest sweethearts you're ever gonna meet. Ladies, he is
Oh my
single,
god.
but he does
Accident.
donate his time. He does donate his time to animal rescues, preferably dogs. But he
Yeah.
spends time spending time with them, training them, treating with them,
Hell
and
yeah, giving them a shot, giving them a shot, man. Because everybody goes in there, and I've gotten to see it. They go in there, and the people that aren't getting a puppy, they expect to get a dog that is a as if they went from somebody else's house into your living room, like fully trained and everything. And it's a shame because some of the sweetest dogs in there, they may not have the best training, but they have hearts of gold, absolute gold. So that I go there and I specifically work with the dogs that have been there for a long time, so that I can do whatever I can to help them get out of there. And then I always end my day in the puppy room. I just can't help it.
So
But
you're one
hey,
of them.
one of who?
One of the people that just kind of want to chill with them puppies.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh fuck yeah! Today there was a girl that was in there that she was probably in there the entire time I was at the shelter, which is like a good what, 4 hours?
All right. Well, when you say girl, like, what are you saying? Because it could get
What does
weird.
that mean?
It could get
Just a
weird. Like,
female?
just a female. Like, how old was she? Was
No, no, no,
she
nothing. She
credible
wasn't old or
age?
anything. She seemed like she was in her 20s,
Okay, that's
probably 20s.
respectable. That's respectable.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure you're not, you know, being weird.
Yes. I would never.
Coach, I would never.
Except that little girl, I did stare her down a little bit because she kept looking at my scar.
You can't see me right now, but I
I
am
cannot.
judging you.
You stupid ass. Oh my god.
All right, so how do you feel about what's going on in Iran and the president kind of acting the way he is?
That is insane. More than anything, what surprises me so much, I think mostly just about the politics of today worldwide is I'm sure it's our president that has brought it to the forefront, but I cannot believe how much political conversation goes through Twitch or X now, I guess. But I cannot believe how much political conversation goes on through X. Like, he literally has been talking to the Iranian prime minister basically all through X messaging.
Well, do you think that's mad, like that's bad and mad, or do you think that's transparency that we've never had?
Okay, so in my opinion, I think it depends on that description is going to depend on what kind of a person the leader is. Because if the leader is not a good leader, then it's past transparency, and it's a problem.
Okay.
Because now you're just shooting your mouth off at a whole bunch of people. If you have somebody that's a dignified individual, then it's going to be transparency.
So,
Because then
but
it's
you're
not him at fucking 2 a.m. putting up random ass fucking
well,
tweets.
no, I mean the problem is he also created Truth Social, so he can post things on that. And I don't know the membership on Truth Social, to be honest with you. But I assume it's just his contingency that follows him.
It's an echo chamber.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
in my opinion, I think it's probably an echo chamber. Yeah.
And he feels dignified to do these things because the echo chamber
Because nobody on there is
says
going to say
yeah.
no.
Because nobody
Everyone on.
everyone
That's what I was
opposing
thinking.
everyone opposing doesn't want to sign up.
Truth Social currently has an estimated 6.2 million monthly active users.
Can you look up how many Americans there are? The population of the USA. Because it's going to give you two numbers. One is going to be the like political number, and then it's going to give you the assumed number.
Wait, what number did you just say?
Well, so there's going to be two numbers. One that when they put out the survey, how many Americans are in the US versus how many
Okay, so
people
there's,
are
there's
actually.
340 million people in the United States.
Okay, so
That
that
is
is less than like 2% of the American public is on Truth Social daily.
Dude,
Is all
there's
I'm saying.
only around 1 million U.S. users.
Okay. All right. No, I wasn't
There's
too
only
far off.
1 million fucking users, which means
It's
it's
point 336.
yeah. Oh my god,
Is less than
it's
1%.
way less than one. Way the fuck less than 1%. This is like he sent out a fucking mass text to his family and was like, "Can you please get on fucking Truth Social?
Click the link.
Click the link and subscribe."
But seriously, click the link
But
and
say, please, got
subscribe.
it. Oh my god, dude,
This
we
is what
never
you
knew
get in
we
the
could be president.
tank.
We could be president, dude. Let's go.
No, so I heard one of the greatest things ever. The person that wants to be president, and this is a Gladiator. I'm stealing this from Gladiator.
Okay.
The person, the original one with Russell Crowe, and Keith,
The good one. Word.
and not Kiefer, but his father, the Sutherland, he's like, it's not the person that wants to be president or the most powerful. It's the person that doesn't in honor of the Republic, right? So the original
That's a
character,
hard mindset to come across, though.
right? The greatest leader of the Republic was Maximus Aurelius.
Aurelius, yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't want to be emperor, but that is why he was so great to actually be emperor, because he didn't want it. So anyone that wants to be president is a fucking nutcase.
There's this Marcus Aurelius Autonomous.
Well, there's a bunch of Marcus Aurelius. So.
Yeah, but this is the badass that the gentleman in Gladiator was based on.
Oh, all right. I do not know this.
Marcus Aurelius Antonius was a Roman emperor who was vastly known to be the people's emperor.
That is to the movie.
Okay, so there you go. That's why he was so, yeah. This guy actually did it right. He gave a shit about what the people, his contingency would actually make their life better, and he was able to make people's lives better. It's such a shame that that's so fucking rare nowadays.
Well,
For people to want good just for good's sake, rather than people to want good because it'll make them look good.
Well, so let's open that, because that's a conversation that could blow up, right? So, do you think state autonomy? Cause what's the word? What's
Autonomy?
Autonomy. Thank you. Like
word.
Shohei Ohtani.
I'm gonna think of that every fucking time.
Do you think that states should have more autonomy from the federal government than, for instance, Trump calling in the National Guard and Marines
think so.
in LA?
I do think so. I think, well, it depends on what you're giving autonomy about. You know what I mean? Because I think at the core, the values should be the same. But I think each state should be able to choose the stuff that's not core. So, like, of course, I'm the one saying this, but marijuana legalization, I don't think federal should have anything to do with it at all. I think that should be a state-by-state decision. Look at your statesmen. Look at the people that live in your state, your population. Do they want it? Do they not? Leave it to a fucking popular vote and get it done.
I agree, except for the fact that, say you're going from your state to my state. In one state, in the middle of it, it's illegal. And you are put away in that state because they don't agree with it.
Crossing state line. Well, I mean that should be that should be a law as well, that you can't cross state lines.
Well,
Whether that
even in an
next state
airplane.
wait, real quick, whether that state allows or not, I don't think that you should be able to cross state lines.
So grow it within your own state, so you're
Hmm.
not breaking any laws.
Yeah, like I'm in Carolina, right? If I'm in Carolina and South Carolina also has it legalized and we have it legal, which it's not legal here, but if both states had it legalized, if I bought it in North Carolina, I should not be able to bring it over the border to South Carolina, even though it's still legal.
Okay, so you say that, which I totally agree with it. Um, I personally feel, and I don't use it anymore, to be completely honest. I think federally it should be legalized.
Oh, I fully agree with that. I think that it's the stupidest war that we have ever fought is that war on
On
drugs. That
drugs. I've
we call
met
it war on
someone.
drugs, but it was mostly hit marijuana people,
Well, so
which I think is fucking crazy.
I've met some Republicans. They're outed Republicans that said legalize all drugs. And one, they will buy it, it will be taxed, it will be doled out in doses, and if they die from it, that's their issue, not my issue. But at least we got it taxed out.
Make money off of it. If people choose to throw their life away, it's their life to throw away.
And that's anything.
I'm
That's
not against that.
anything in life, right?
Hmm.
You and I have very addictive personalities where it's like
Yeah,
we go 100
I have a slight interest in this. My whole life is about it now.
and we got lost in some of those negative
Oh yeah,
drugs, right?
oh yeah.
But we got out. We got clean.
I mean, shit. Even with weed. I mean, I back when I was selling it and everything like that, it was a detriment to my life. I will say that it was a detriment to my life, but not because the marijuana itself was a detriment to my life. It's because the way that I was utilizing it made it a detriment to my life.
Well, the lifestyle made it dangerous.
Yeah, and that too. Yeah.
Like you're dealing with white collar people that are afraid of someone pulling out a gun
Hmm.
versus you got a gun pulled out on you.
Oh yeah.
And I just think that people have this glamorized idea of what that type of life is. And these
Yeah.
young people think, oh, I'm
It's not
cool, I'm
about it, man.
chilling, I'm doing this. And that's not the life you want to be living. You
Yeah,
don't
because
want to be spouting.
I will be the first one to say, if speaking completely candidly here, I would not tell anyone to do it because I think it's awful and it really was a detriment to my life. Was it quick money? Yes. But did all that money get taken away? Also yes. So that come up only is temporary. Unless you're really fucking disciplined, that come up is only temporary. And the amount of danger that you put yourself in every single time you go to meet up with somebody is surprising. Because
It's
what Tom's
multiplied.
talking about, what Tom's talking about when I got a gun put in my face was not even by somebody I had never met before. This was, I wouldn't call him a friend. I wouldn't even call him an acquaintance. But I have seen him around before, like in communal places with my boys, with his boys. We've talked. And he's the one that did that shit. And what I learned from it is that people are scared. In that situation, a lot of people will be scared from the jump and be prepared for the worst. So immediately, if anything makes their hair stand up, now they're thinking, oh my God, it's a dangerous situation. I need to be dangerous too. It's not worth it. It's just not fucking worth it. And nowadays, I mean, shit, it's so fucking easy. It's so easy to get it from anywhere that you don't have to put yourself in that risk. So I would never say, and that is the fucking reason I keep saying that it should be legal. I fully agree with you that federally it should be legal because it will take all that away as well. The
Well,
drug
what
dealers and all
line
that. Yeah.
would you put in for what drugs? because I don't personally agree with those people that said legalize everything. If they're gonna OD, they're
Legal,
gonna OD. I don't agree with that either.
basically
But
let Darwinism take over.
yeah, but at the same time, I think there's an inherent issue with our medical health care that people in California, Arizona, New Mexico would rather get their teeth done in Tijuana and then come back than get it done in the US. I think there's an inherent issue with that.
Oh, I agree, but I mean that goes into a bigger discussion about healthcare, because healthcare,
Well, drugs
my
are then
two
going to go into healthcare. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, yes, but that's why I was more saying that the state should do it, because like when Colorado did it, because they were the first ones to do it,
Well,
if I
they were
remember
getting
correctly.
fucked up by the federal laws.
Well, yeah, the federally there were still shops that were completely legal in state being federally fucking raided, which is absolutely ridiculous to me. But what I was going to mention was the growth in their economy, and just that one state's economy when they legalized marijuana and let people partake in it. Yes, I will say yes, it is more expensive than if you were to get it from fucking Joe down the goddamn road, but now
I
you're
have a
getting
receipt.
something. Not even that, it's the product itself. When I get it from Joe, anybody that has smoked, anybody watching this that has smoked knows that when you go to your dealer and you say, oh yeah, what is this shit, and they go, oh man, this is
Purple
smelly
haze
skunk pussy, yeah, and you're like, oh cool, awesome. Who the fuck knows? But you go to those
dispensaries.
dispensaries. Thank you. You go to the dispensaries. They're labeled as what the fuck they actually are, because everything has that extra level of management, I guess, from the government. That everything you see is
Regulations.
what regulation. Everything you see is what it is. Yes, the price has gone up a little bit more, but think of it as I'm paying this price as a guarantee of goods.
Well, so do you want to hear something funny? Like,
Hmm.
all right, so once those laws got passed in Colorado, right? All of a sudden, Colorado teams started winning a lot.
Really, I didn't know that
There's
parallel.
correlation to the legalization and how many games and how many free agents wanted to go there.
You know what though? Yeah, I feel like it's less about performance and more about the people that wanted to go there. Because I'm sure that they had an influx of people that were like, "Oh, I want to fucking live in California. I want to play in California."
Well, no. So then it because of the taxes in California, which is ridiculous. They were like, "Oh, now I also can use this for healing and for
Hmm.
rehab, right?"
Yeah, and now
So
you're
they
now you're able to pick from the cream of the crop without
right.
really
So
much like
one, I think that
competition.
it's crazy that Josh Gordon didn't go to Denver or California, but both leagues, the NFL and NMLB, had to put in a clause that across the board, it doesn't matter if your state includes it, it's legal. It's illegal for the company you play for,
Hmm. Yep.
which is the best way to do it. If you're
Oh
part
yeah.
of this
I have
company,
no
you
problem
you
with
have
how
to
they
follow those
did that.
rules.
That's how it is for us regular fucking humans that work jobs, and so I don't think that that's a bad thing for them.
Because it creates powerhouses if you didn't do it.
Hmm.
Nobody wants to play in a state that is illegal, you know?
That makes complete fucking sense, honestly.
Now, Travis, Travis Kelsey,
Yeah. Oh, cool. Thank you.
Travis Kelsey has put out how easy it is to dodge a test. Him and his brother have a podcast, and he literally said on it like how easy it is and how everyone makes fun of if you got caught.
Hell yeah, bro. Especially with the sports ones, especially when you're a big name. I'm sure that it's easy as fuck to skip out on that shit. I was just googling this because as soon as you said that, it reminded me of another sports person that is kind of famous for. I mean, he's famous for his fighting, but this thing that he did was famous as hell. So you guys, you know John Jones, right? John
Yeah,
Bones
John
Jones.
Bones Jones,
Cool.
man.
So he just retired and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Back
His brother.
in
Did you know his brother's an NFL football player?
what?
His brother's Chandler Jones, man.
What?
That's his brother.
What the fuck? Is
I
that?
had to play him 2 years, like
Yo,
two times every year.
that's actually crazy.
There's an interview where he literally says, like, if me and my brother got in a fight, I fucking kill him. Like, I don't care how long his arms are. I don't care what his reach is. I have bigger arms. I'm stronger. Whenever we fight, and he goes and says, John Jones said, so I was messing with my brother, and he picked me up by my wrists.
Yo, that's fucking crazy.
He's like, I'm glad he's not fighting.
I had no I had no idea that Chandler was his
I'm
brother.
in that world, bro.
That blows my mind. But yeah, did you hear about this was back in 2020. John Jones was at a gym, right? So he's at a gym, he's doing
Oh,
sparring.
he hit underneath the mat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's in this place. He's doing his practices because he has a fight coming up. I don't remember who the fight was up against, but he had a fight coming up. So he's in there. He's practicing. He's practicing. One of his
And
guys hits him up and says,
USADA showed up.
"Yeah, USADA shows up. One of his boys hits him up and says, "Yo, USADA's outside. They're looking for you. They're coming in." This motherfucker hid under the ring.
All
He
right,
hid
so
under
so
the ring.
to explain this is if you think about a boxing ring or a WWE ring, you see that like people pull things out from underneath the ring, right? He
Mm-hmm.
then dove underneath that to hide. Just to
And he hid there
explain
for
like
hours.
what it is.
Yeah,
Did
he
he?
hid there for hours.
Hours.
Chael Sonnen talks about it on I think it was Joe Rogan podcast. But John Jones hid under there for hours, didn't end up getting tested, still got to do the fight and everything. And I mean, we already know how beastly Bones is, so
Well, so all right, is coke a
performance
performance
enhancing.
enhancing drug? PhD.
I'd say so.
If you're on it when you're fighting,
Yeah.
but if you're not on it when you're fighting,
Yeah. I don't think that should be anything. But also, if you're doing coke and you get caught, you are a fucking idiot.
because it only stays in your system for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
So
It's
so
like
yeah, you're an idiot.
3 days, 4 days, and 3 days is already over. 2 days is really all you need.
Yeah,
3 days.
hydrate 2.5 days, you should be good.
Yep. That's all you have to do. So if you get caught with that shit, that means that you're a fiend.
But
That
if you're
means a
Nate
fiend.
Diaz, well, if you're Nate Diaz and you get caught 2 weeks in 3 days that you smoked beforehand, like
That shit is crazy.
that's wild.
That shit
to
is
me.
crazy. And that too, it's like you need to recuperate from doing that kind of stuff. So that would make recuperation even fucking longer to get ready for a fight.
Well,
cannot
the
imagine.
only thing of coke in my if as a PhD is if you're cutting weight, it makes you not hungry. You sweat more. You're just more like jittery, so you're moving.
Yeah.
It could help in that sense, you know.
I can understand that, but then again, if you're doing it right before whey, then you are already fucked.
Well,
Because if you do it for whey and you got to get tested, you're done.
well, I don't want to expose you, but you could then supplement that with a bunch of caffeine pills. Stop the coke, do caffeine pills, 20 of them in one day.
As a instead?
Yeah.
I agree. Well, this I actually will put people on fucking game. But even for what is it, the fuck is it called? Fruit pectin. If you go into your grocery store, you go into your grocery store, you go to the baking aisle, I think it is.
I've
You get
never
fruit
heard of
pectin.
that.
Fruit pectin is it's completely natural. It's derived from the skins of fruit, if I remember correctly.
Sounds like it killed
Um,
me.
well, no, what it does is it'll basically, what is the word? What is the word I'm looking for?
Dilute?
What does it mean when you take impurities out of your blood?
Oh, it will expunge. It will
But yeah, that basically, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so you take that, you fill it, you mix that into a bottle of water, you chug that whole thing of water, you chug a whole nother thing of water. You are gonna feel like shit for a bit because it makes you run hot as fuck. It makes you run hot
so
as
you
fuck.
sweat out all your neurotoxins.
Well, no, no, no. This is just to pass the drug test. You wait 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. You take a pee after the two bottles is gone. You take one pee. Then you go. You take your drug test. You pee first. You pee out like I don't know half your pee, and then you pee into the cup.
So
That pee in the cup
everybody
will be
always
clean.
says that, like pee and then stop.
Hmm.
Yo, it's painful.
Don't stop. Nobody said stop. Just aim this way and then aim this way.
No,
That's
no, no. People have said like, oh yeah, just go to the bathroom, pee a little bit, and then stop, and then go and pee. And I'm like, you could do the process that you just said, pee in the bowl, and their response is they heard it hit the bowl.
that means that somebody is not good at doing the side of the bowl trick. I know
No,
the
yeah,
guys out
no,
there.
no, no. I know what you're saying. I know what you're
I
saying.
know you
All
know.
I'm
I know what.
saying,
I know you know.
but all I'm saying is that kind of painful.
Yeah. Hey, I would not. I would not stop. I wouldn't stop peeing. And at no point have I.
You
Like I'm
would
talking
get pee
from.
on your hand. You're right-handed. You're like me. So you start it
Hmm.
from the left, you slide it to the right. You're
No, no,
getting
no. I
hit.
start. I start at the right, and it goes into the bowl. Bowl for 2 seconds. Switch over to the cup. Finish off in the bowl.
Oh wow, you're way smarter than I am. I
What were you
started with
thinking?
my hand underneath and then I swooped through.
Oh my God! What? Dude, I can only imagine the guy waiting outside the stall for you, just wet up to
It just went up to my forearm, you know.
Holy shit! Oh my
He's like,
God! No.
how'd it go?
Oh my
Half a bottle,
fucking
bro.
God! As you put your, I'd be like, just put it in the fucking thing. I don't want to touch
Yeah.
it.
Well,
I don't
so
want to touch it.
there was a movie, and if you could help me out with this, that'd be
Hmm.
hilarious. So there was a movie that this guy needed to take a piss test. It was a group of friends that needed to take piss tests, right? And instead he pooped in it.
Oh my God!
Do you remember this movie?
Is it called Out Cold?
I don't know, maybe.
Is it called Out Cold? Because that is the first thing that comes up.
I don't think
Drug test
so.
scene from Out Cold.
And it's a banana. It's a now for us a famous actor from our childhood of like not another teen movie or that kind
What?
of genre.
My God. I want to see who puts it on the desk. That's fucking vile. Oh my God. Here.
Presented.
Here. Is that what you're talking about?
Give me a second, because I can't see our direct messages. Oh, nope. I want what?
Yeah, dude, I've done a lot of I've done a lot of research in my life about the drug tests and kind of how to get around drug
Well,
tests and
yeah, I mean, I think most people that are in that life or in that world have done this very similar searches that we have in
I'm
our life,
sure.
you
Oh, I'm
know?
sure.
And now we're adults, you know? And I think that that is going to be majority of the people that we're talking to that know what we're talking about.
Hell yeah.
One of the funny things that actually happened was the reason why we feel we are better than the next generation is because when our parents said we're all right, so give a setting, we're at a party, we are it with family friends, and in Japanese how my mom would say it to me, I would act up and she'd grab my wrist and say "Agyugi Arui," right? And
What
I
does that mean?
knew. So for Spanish speakers, is comportate. It means to comport yourself in the right way, right?
I see.
Act
I see.
the way you're supposed to act, right? So I assume,
Translations act right, motherfucker.
yeah, right? So your mom had the same thing, right?
Oh yeah.
What
Well,
would
with
she?
my mom, she didn't have a thing to say.
Oh,
My mom has a look. She
okay,
has.
all right,
Okay, so there's this thing called hyperactive thyroid. A
okay,
a symptom of this, a symptom of this is that your eyes they bulge out a little bit. They get bigger.
okay.
My mom had that way the fuck back. We'll get into that on different podcasts, but this is when she was locked in a room with because she took the radioactive pill to get rid of it. But anyways, that what happened to her eyes, and that's all she'd do. She, soon as that look came, we're like, okay, so I'm either dying in the store, I'm dying in the car, or I'm dying at home.
But
If
you
we didn't
knew,
listen, oh yeah, if
but
we
you
didn't listen on
knew,
the eye, it would become physical.
yeah.
This right here, y'all, your fucking sideburn. Grab that hair and just pull that up, and that is what she would do. Oh my
So
god.
the difference between our parents and the next generation was it's a guarantee this is going to happen to you if you don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Or
If
you were so bad, you know it's just gonna happen.
mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there was not a you will get in trouble. It's a just wait till we get home.
So I met some younger people that may have, not handled themselves well. And I'm not the oldest looking person ever. So I said to them, hey guys, just chill out. Just chill out. And they looked at me and they said, go fuck yourself. And I laughed because I was thinking, if I was you, I'd say the same thing,
I said the same exact thing. Yep.
right? And I respond to him, hey guys, I'm not trying to fuck up your fun. I just need you guys to chill out because you're being very aggressive and people just are feeling uncomfortable.
Mhm.
They looked at me and they were like, well, what are you going to fucking do about it? I go,
Yeah, yeah, that sounds about right.
well, I could call the police. I could talk to you guys more. But I really don't feel like talking to you guys.
But you're not worth it. Yeah, you're not
Yeah, I
worth the
don't feel
conversation.
like talking to you guys. And they're like, well, why the fuck would you call the police then? Like, why would you fuck up our day?
Because
And
you're
I was
fucking up
like,
everyone else's.
I said, you're just bothering other people and it's not cool. Like, you guys can do this down there. I grew up in this area. I know an area that you can just do your bullshit.
Yeah.
Because we were at the
Do your
mall.
stupid
We were
shit
at
and
the
nobody's
mall.
gonna look at you. Oh, word.
Right? I was like, I know where you can do your stupid shit and you're not bothering anyone, but you're bothering people. Like, this is my community.
That's
You are my
that's so
community.
lost though. That's so lost. Honestly, I think that was lost with the social medias only because now you see so many more people where being an inconvenience and being a piece of shit gets you more views because it's all content.
Did, did, did you hear about the Liver King?
Oh, he got arrested
Yeah.
for threatening Joe Rogan or something?
Terroristic threats against Joe Rogan.
What was his terror? Didn't he just say that they were gonna fight and he would beat the shit out of him?
Yeah, yeah.
That's terroristic threats now?
Well, so something I found out is apparently Joe Rogan has a compound of a house. And he has like 24 hours security. So like Shane Gillis, I think, was talking about this, and he's like, "Oh, what? You're gonna climb the fence and then meet up with the security, beat up the security, and then go through the compound that is Joe
Find your
Rogan's house,
way through. Yeah,
and then
that's
find the
funny.
black belt, and you're gonna fuck him up?"
The insane black belt who seems like he's just waiting for someone to fight him.
Well, I think the only defense against Joe Rogan is to keep circling him because he can't turn his head.
The Liver King, yeah.
No, 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 no.
I
Joe
think
Rogan. Just keep going in his circles because he can't look over his shoulders.
that's very true. He
he's
also
so
can't
built.
reach. He
Yeah,
can't reach higher than this.
yeah. So like just keep circling until like he's like, oh, it's a whatever jutsu from Naruto. Multi-clone jutsu.
Oh my god, it hurts my heart so much. It hurts my heart so much. Oh my god. You know what? That's gonna be a fucking pod one day. Have you seen those pods where two friends sit down and watch a show together?
Yeah.
Except we're gonna watch fucking anime together. And
I
you're gonna
actually
infuriate me. You are going to infuriate
No, no, no.
me,
So,
I'm
so
sure.
here's actually something that I was thinking about. Chat, let me know how you feel about that. About this is I watch a lot of podcasts. That's like my favorite thing to do. I watch a lot of podcasts. I love ingesting information and then looking into that information. So every time we do a pod, we promote one. I promote one pod. You then promote one anime. Or I promote one thing, you promote one thing. If it's a TV show or an anime or a podcast. But both of us have to promote one of the three.
Shit, I'd be down for it.
Because it just, we can throw it in the description
My
of what
first
we want
couple
to
are
do.
gonna be so normal. Because anybody that hasn't watched anime should watch the OGs, but we'll get into that.
Well, no, I mean, don't do that. Go for some obscure shit, man.
I'll drop two then. I'll drop one OG, and then I'll drop one
That'd be
fucking
cool.
random bullshit that nobody's ever heard of.
But you have to give a quick explanation of it, so then people know why they should watch it, right?
If I say, yo, you should watch Our Last Crusade on the Rise of a
No
New World
questions
Season 2.
asked. Shut up, bitch.
Holy shit.
My opinions is number one.
Look, do I have to give any description if I say, oh, you should watch... Now, before I even say the name of this, I have not watched this, but
Here's my fire list.
it's trending. Can a boy and girl friendship hold up? Quotations, no it can't, is the whole title of the fucking anime.
Dude, we could literally title all of our podcasts off of those type of things and have a full hour conversation.
Yeah, we could. Oh, easily. Oh, easily.
So, chat, all we're just saying is that we're very open to multiple ideas. And we're just trying to find out who likes what we're talking about. If you are not a political person, that's cool. If you want to become more political, jump in the tank. If you like anime and you want us to jump into anime, I hate you, but it's cool. We can do it.
Oh my god. Oh, you heathen. I can't believe it. I can't wait till we have
This
our
is
reaction
all
to
with
anime.
the understanding that growing up, I had every Shonen Jump, and I read every Shonen Jump from right cover to left end. And
That's, yeah.
I hate One Piece. I hate Naruto. But
If anybody doesn't know, Shonen Jump is like, fuck, that's the messiah of anime. That's who really brought the big ones into play. It's a weekly magazine. It's a weekly
it's a
magazine. Oh, is
monthly
it monthly?
magazine back in the day. Starting to
I thought it was
wait
weekly.
30 days for filler.
Oh Lord, how glorious that must have been.
Oh god. And then they would have these portions that were in color. And it'd be like One Piece. It's when it was
Sounds awesome.
DBZ, it was glorious. When it was like anything else, Hikaru no Go, if it was
Toriyama is a different. He's a different beast. You cannot compare to the DBZ days.
I used to get up at 5 in the morning to watch Dragon Ball
Oh yeah.
on WB11, to rewatch it at 7 when there were commercials, when recess school's out, recess was on. And when recess was on commercial, I'd switch back from Fox 5 to WB11 to rewatch a small portion of Dragon Ball.
It was so good.
It's just that was my childhood. You ask me all the time, like, why do you hate this? Why are you so angry about that?
Oh, you're saying this as if it excuses you not watching anime, sir. It
Okay,
does not.
so it's just so the world knows, I am very dyslexic. I've been tested. Reading was not. Oh, thanks, dude. Reading is not my strong suit. So reading Shonen Jump was a very big help to me of learning.
Well, that was amazing. That was amazing. Holy shit.
But that was 90% of all the reading I was gonna do when I got that magazine. You know, like it was transformative for me because it made me want to read. And then I got One Piece and I did not want to read anymore. So I didn't get my practice of reading. So I have a certain hate in my heart for filler episodes of any series.
It hurts me when you say that and then you're talking about One Piece because One Piece, even the filler is relevant.
I never got to the Grand Line, my friend.
God, forgive him. Forgive him, Luffy.
Oh my god. For everyone to know, my wife, yes, I have a wife. She's very beautiful, but she's also very religious. She would go chi 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 on that.
You know what's even funnier about that, my friend?
I did it in Indian.
You know that there's a fucking villain in so all the villains they have these like if you've never watched One Piece, all the big villains, like the important people, they have these very unique laughs. And chi 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 is one of the fucking laughs which I think is hilarious. I didn't know that she watched
No,
anime,
no.
but she does.
Hey,
Confirmed.
no,
Confirmed.
dude.
Yes.
Chi 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 is actually like a British Indian like thing.
Oh, that's Indian. Oh,
Yeah,
that's Indian period.
Indian, right? It's an Indian thing. Even though
Hmm.
it's not you Indian, it's like Patel Indian,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know?
Chi 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 from us. If I said chi chi chi, that means that something is dirty or not desirable.
And if you say that to an Asian person, they go energy, energy, energy.
Oh shit, that's right. I didn't even fucking think of that. That's actually funny as hell. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, well, definitely. I think that would be a great. I think that would be great. Having that little what's it called? The reaction like that. I would love that.
Yeah, I think I have lots of things that I would love to watch with you, which I think would be a lot of fun.
I think it would be a lot of fun.
And that may be a conversation for the future. But
Real quick for the comments, anybody who watches this, for if you're thinking that that would be cool, the reaction type thing, I would just like to know: would you rather see us watch something that's popular and that people say is good, or would you rather us watch something that is so fucking awful that people think it's hilarious?
or the other idea could be this of if you like a certain podcast or you like a certain smaller content creator and have us react to it, it'd be funny if you made us react to our own video because we'd probably just rip it up.
We would rag on ourselves the most, I think.
Self deprecation is the first
Hell
thing we
yeah.
do.
Beat you to it. That's the way.
But, if you enjoy this, like, subscribe, throw in a comment, say hi. It's all good. It helps
Yeah,
the algorithm, gets more people in the tank. We're actually gaining momentum, which is crazy to me.
that's awesome.
And, we're just happy to do this. We're enjoying this, and I hope you enjoy it also.
Hell yeah. Honestly, even if you fucking hated it, if you hated it,
Tell
even
us.
more reason, get in the goddamn comments. Let me know. What didn't you like? Did you want more of my face? Probably. But let us know.
Tell us how we can improve. You suck helps.
Truly. Truly, truly. I'm saying it.
But again, I am NimonTank. That is Big Buddha. Together we create the NimonTank.
The NimonTank, baby.
Jump on in. The water feels fine.
Hell yeah. Thank you for diving in. We'll see y'all soon.